Yo, what is good, my anime faithful? What is good, yo? Black Clover. And, I love when people try to call me out for using Jump Force, when Jump Force may not be played by a lot, but it has almost every single character I can need for certain animes. So, yeah, good luck. I was being a douche. Anyway, we are definitely looking at some hype ridiculousness in Black Clover, and not only did we get to see a character that I really didn't expect to come back. I mean, I guess in a way of speaking, this is kind of one of my problems with anime lately that are more like long going than short, because the shorter ones usually don't have time to come up with a reason why a character can come back. But with this week's episode, it's not like it's out of the realm of an impossibility though with this reoccurrence of this character, because I mean his whole entire character deals with the dead and stuff like that, so it wouldn't be surprising that the book itself, excuse me, is not only kind of attached to him emotionally and like physically, that once he got betrayed, the book itself felt betrayed as well, like it's a full circle of of your ties to the book and whatnot. So for him, his anger and rage and all that turned into a spell to resurrect him, which I really like, because if you're going to give us resurrection through one means, why wouldn't there be other means, right? The one thing I didn't like about it though was the other two characters are seemingly back to their normal selves as well, which not only is kind of overpowered, because now think about it like this: we literally have a character who's almost like the Dragon Ball's relevance, like not relevance, but in the grand scheme of what he's now bringing to the table. He can not just use the dead anymore, but make the dead come back and retain their personalities. That's OP. Like, the whole point of him killing and then making puppets was to make it so he ultimately was in a better position to control them, to be able to not have any back talk and any of this. The people that he has brought back with him, his teammates, if you will, they're full blown, got their memories, they're making their own decisions, they're not tied to the spell. Like, he can't seemingly just force something within them because he resurrected them and be like, oh, you have to do this, and if you disobey, you die, or I take this magic out of you, like they seemingly are themselves from everything we know so far, which I would be okay with if they wanted to, say, oh, something happened with this spell and this happens like towards the end. I would be fine with that. Or I don't really care about I don't really care about these characters coming back, right? Like, in my opinion, these characters don't add that much big change to the world. Like, they don't break the overall just balance and stuff like that. So it feels like they're an okay fit, and by okay fit, I mean we have more. We don't have as rebellious people on our team, but these people attacked the kingdom. These people went out of their way to try to, take everybody out. So they're a little bit more deadlier than, you could be like, oh, well, the redhead guy was taking out people, but he never came into the town and started attacking civilians and catching the place on fire because he wanted everybody to go, regardless if you were a magic knight or not. I mean, sure, yeah, he was fighting magic knights, but at the same time, that counter is the longest thing I've ever seen. No homo. Uh, um, we definitely see all the chances this character can bring us, like with spiritual magic. Then we got the girl who can make other people's magic much stronger by injecting them or whatever she be doing. Um, and then not to mention the whole fact that anybody who's kind of in the vicinity, the guy who can or that's died, he can make a whole bunch of dead bodies and reanimate them and stuff. So I don't know how useful he's going to be because, pretty sure a lot of people's not gonna want to see their reincarnated mothers and daughters if they were the ones that pass away or their just family members in general. So I think that's a main reason why he was like already kicked out of the kingdom, for showing people their dead, relatives or just people that they might have met around and didn't have to see them reincarnated, dead, zombie-like. So it's interesting to see what they can do with these types of characters. Like, are they going to be running free, kind of like Mars and the girl who had the salamander? Those are two people outside of the Clover Kingdom that would bring a huge value to the squad just by them teaming up with Asta or helping us out yet again, like they already have. So it's stuff like that that gives me the most interest into where the show can go with bringing back these types of characters. So let me know what you're thinking about that. Overall, though, I feel like Black Clover is in a very, very amazing spot when it comes down to content and delivery of this plot. Because as of right now, I don't really see much they can do wrong besides, overdoing some of these powers or something. Like, just make this resurrection thing not feel too too much like a bad retcon or something, like, oh, we didn't really want those guys dead, so we brought them back. I wouldn't want that, but um, if they could give a good reason for their for them staying around afterwards, that's a whole different story. So let's see how this all plays out. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be when you're watching this. I am your boy, the Anime J. And I will definitely talk to you in one more video. I have a planned out video that I haven't done in a while, but everybody's already talked about it. I just want to get it out and be ready for the next one, and maybe I'll put it up quicker this time around, but I don't know. But with all that being said, I definitely will talk to you a little bit later today. So with all that being done, yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you're feeling on Black Clover, if it's something you're happy got this many episodes and it's flushed out as well as it is, or would you definitely want to see other shows get this treatment if they had the source material to do so? Why don't they get 100 and plus episodes with like no breaks, So we'll see how all that turns out in the future. But with all that being said, take care and peace.